Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to be looking at the top 25 most visited places in the US for tourism, whether it is domestic or international. Now, hopefully I am not a loser and have been to a good chunk of these, or I might not have much to say. I will preface, obviously, we weren't able to travel in the last like 2 years, almost 3, because of the Yorona. Nevertheless, I'm going to try to make this quick, say a few words about each place, if I've been there, and if I've not, comment down below if you've been there. Let me know if it's any good. So starting at number 25, we got Statue of Liberty in New York. 4 million people visit this bad boy every year. I've been to New York. I've seen the Statue of Liberty. Never went inside. It is really little, but these pictures make them look gigantic. If you're in New York, I would probably look at it from far away. Not sure if you can go inside, but if you can, I definitely would try it. It's a staple to New York, and that is probably why it's on the top 25 with 4 million people. Apparently it's been there since 1886, and it weighs about 125 tons, or for us Americans, 250,000 pounds. I can squat that. All right, number 24, Mall of America in Minnesota. I've heard about this place. It's supposed to be the biggest mall in the US. Apparently it's visited 5 million times a year. Apparently it owns its own app, so you can see all 500 stores before you even go inside. Okay, that sounds pretty badass. I would love to see this place. Never been there though, but this picture looks like a place I've been to. Obviously it is not. I feel like if I went to Minnesota though, I would go look for more snow stuff, but that's just me. All right, number 23, we got Bryce Canyon, Utah. This actually is somewhere I've seen, but never been there. I've gone to Utah before, but I've always wanted to hike Bryce Canyon. It looks beautiful from these photos. 5 million people visits per year. All right, number 22 is the Grand Canyons in Arizona. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very disappointed in myself. I am in California, and Arizona is not even that far away. Honestly, it's probably maybe 6 hours away, if that. This is actually a staple of one of my top things I've wanted to do my entire life, and I still have not done it. Apparently it could be around 70 million years old, so gotta check that off my bucket list. 5 million people visit it per year. This photo is not doing any justice for it. I've seen some stuff that are way better, and I heard that you can actually hike down the Grand Canyon and even go down the river on like a canoe, which I am going to do one day, and when I do, I will vlog that. Take y'all fools along. 21, Chicago Navy Pier. Never been to Chicago. This photo makes it look pretty, but apparently 9 million people go there every year. I've always wanted to just go to Chicago because it's Chicago. It's a huge city in America, so I probably will come visit this one day. I'll take Weddle with me. At number 20, we got Michigan with this pretty cool looking bridge, actually. It looks longer than the San Francisco bridge. That's insane. It's 5 miles in length. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I was gonna say, the writer even says, puts the San Francisco Golden Gate to shame. I agree. I've been over the Golden State Bridge in San Francisco. It is very beautiful, but it does not look as long as this. Apparently 9 million people come over just to visit this. I haven't even heard of this bridge in Michigan at all. So I'm actually happy that there's something that we don't really know that's mainstream on this list. Gotta go visit it though. All right, so at number 19, they got New York City with South Street Seaport. I've been to New York. I don't think I was in this area, but 9 million tourists come to visit this. Apparently they have museums, music, and markets here, but I feel like there's a bunch of stuff in New York that's gonna be on this list because New York has already have 2 posts on the top 25. I might have walked by, I don't even know, because I walked in a lot in New York. Number 18, Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. The Golden Gate Bridge was the first bridge that I seen that was like long and looked cool, like on all the pictures and the videos, just like on this photo. It's a staple because it's been here so long and it's red. This one is 2 miles in length. Okay. And it has 10 million visits per year. I actually visited this last year. It's a beautiful city. Love to live there, but never gonna happen because that is expensive as but if you ever go to visit San Francisco, you would love it. The hills, the way the city is made on like an island, it looks like. It's not, but it looks like it. It's actually beautiful, but them rent prices is insane. Worse than LA, just so you know. All right, number 17 on this list, Pike Place Market in Seattle, Washington. I've never been to Seattle or Washington. The market looks pretty cool, but I would just love to go to Washington, honestly, just to go see it. 10 million people come to visit this every year. Apparently it was established in 1907, which is pretty cool. And apparently it's the oldest continuous running market in the United States. Okay, that makes it crazy. Just imagine. Since 1907. That's way over 100 years. That's crazy. Definitely gonna have to write this one down once I go and visit Seattle. All right, next on the list, we got Venice Beach in California. I've been to Venice Beach plenty of times. Once you've been there once, it's all right. It has 10 million visits per year, so that's a good chunk of people. It has surf, sand, and shopping. So in reality, it's famous because of what they show you on TV. Muscle Beach, lifting and stuff like that. That's still there. It's just like literally a straight line of just one side you got stuff to buy for all the tourists, and on the right side you got the beach. And I think they might have a pier. So that place is tight. It's 2 miles long apparently, but I ain't gonna lie, I've only been there like twice. Maybe I just hate driving, but I'm not like, yo, let's go to Venice Beach. Been only there twice. All right, number 15, Pier 39, Fisherman's Wharf. I literally went there when I went to San Francisco. This place was crazy. It was so cool, really fun. It was actually the first weekend they even opened up. 10 million people come to visit this place. The food there is amazing. You can get a boat ride to see San Francisco, which I highly suggest. suggest. During my time, I couldn't actually go on to Alcatraz, but that was because the pandemic had just ended. But normally you can actually even go into Alcatraz. So I'm probably going to go back to San Francisco just to go inside and look inside Alcatraz. So I don't know what the author was doing, but number 14, it doesn't have a photo. It just says Disney, Hollywood Studio, Orlando, and Florida. I think it's just saying that all of Disneyland, a lot of people go to all the Disneylands. But I think it breaks it down on the next few lists, so we're just going to skip 14. Number 13, though, we got the Great Smoky Mountains and National Park. 12 million people going to that area. Never been here, have no clue where it's at, and this list tells you nothing about where it's at. So let's go ahead and look this up real fast. All right, so this is actually going to be in Tennessee. Never been to Tennessee, but it looks beautiful, especially this photo. And if 12 million people are visiting there, then, I mean, there's something beautiful to see there. So if you've been there, let me know. All right, next one on this list, we got Epcot, Disney World, Florida. Never been to Florida, so I've never been to Disney World, so I've never been to Epcot. It has 12.4 million people who visit every year. Apparently, it's a futuristic theme park, but I know a few people who have been there. And if I ever do go to Florida, I do have the hookups with Disney tickets, so I could go into the park without having to pay, especially because Florida has like 6 Disney parks, which is insane. We only got 2 over here in California, unfortunately. So yeah, number 12, it talks about Disney Animal Kingdom in Orlando, Florida, with 13.8 million people going there. Wanted to visit Animal Kingdom as well. Apparently it's been open since 1998. So not too long ago, actually, if you think about it. It's only been like 30 years, or is it 20 years? 24 years. Okay, I suck at math. I'm sorry. All right, so next on the list apparently is Balboa Park in San Diego. I have never been there, and I'm only 1 hour away, or roughly 1 hour away from San Diego, if traffic doesn't allow it. But apparently it's 842 acres. That's not too bad, with 15 million people who go there. Wow. I had never even heard of this place, but then again, I've only been to San Diego for the zoo, and that's it. Probably need to go check that out. Okay, this one is pretty awesome. I love this one. 18 million people have come here. Faneuil Hall Marketplace. The marketplace is cool, whatever, in Boston, but I would suggest to do the Freedom Trail. The Freedom Trail is amazing. You'll actually go through this and through a bunch of other historical sites in Boston. I love this. It's easily one of my favorite things in the United States of America. I have a video on this with me and the boys and Drew and all of us walking this. I loved it. It took about 6 to 7 hours to walk the whole thing. Worth it. Ever go to Boston, do this. It's crazy because we were talking to some Bostonians about this, and they're just like, oh yeah, I remember doing that like in middle school, but they kind of don't really remember it. So it's not very done as much in Boston from the Boston people, but I mean, they're probably used to this stuff anyway. And then Salem for the witch stuff. Awesome. All right, now we're over here in my neck of the woods. Number 9, Disney California Resort. I don't know why they call it resort, but I guess that makes sense because there's Disneyland and Disney California with almost 20 million people. There's 500 acres in size, which is pretty big, but when you compare it to Orlando, Florida, it ain't nothing. Look at this. We the OG, boys. 1955. Apparently, it only started with 18 attractions. That's pretty crazy because now it's huge. And they only keep growing with the Avengers campus and the Star Wars land and all the other crazy stuff they keep adding. They keep constantly adding. If you ever visit down in LA, Orange County, I'm not gonna lie, tickets are expensive. Just do it one time. It's a staple for Southern California, just so you know. It's awesome. I love it. Go on a weekday though, because weekends are just horrible, especially after this pandemic. People are crazy now. All right, number 8, we got Chicago. So that's 2 on Chicago. That's pretty cool. Lincoln Park. Oh, so originally it was known as Lake Park until 1865. So it's been there for a minute, and it was famous because of the assassinations of a president from John Wilkes Booth. Nice. I did not know that. So that's why they changed it to Lincoln Park. I'm sure there's a statue of Lincoln there. I'd be down to go look at that. It's pretty cool. Has about 20 million people coming to visit that every year. All right, number 7, another Magic Kingdom from Disney Florida, or it's called the Magic Kingdom. 20.4 million people. They have so many parks in Disney Orlando, Florida, that I don't even know how many there is. All right, we're getting to the New York stuff. Number 6, Grand Central Terminal. I actually was here. Damn, I did not know 750,000 people be passing through it on an average pre-pandemic day. That's insane. Almost 1 million people walked through this place. I actually did go on the train too. It was pretty tight. Very old, very historic. It's kind of crazy, but it's pretty nice. About 21.6 million people go there per year. All right, apparently there's some crazy stuff in San Francisco. The Golden Gate Park. I didn't know they had a park based on the Golden Gate Bridge. So this place has 24 million people who visit. Has about 1,000 acres of just beautiful land. This is just a cool thing also. The civil engineer who designed the Golden Gate Park was just 25 when he did it. 25, boys. You believe it, you can do it. All right, number 4, we got the Union Station with 40 million people. Okay, we just jumped from 24 to 40. This is in Washington, D.C., United States. In the 80s. Apparently it fell into despair. But it reopened in 1988 and now is regarded as a must-see to visit nation's capital. I mean, I would probably go visit the White House first, but that's just me. Never been to Washington, D.C., so I'll put this one next to the White House. Number 3, boys, Las Vegas, Nevada. Oof. Las Vegas, the whole damn place is an amusement park. If you're 21. If you're under 21, there's a few little amusement parks here and there inside there, but not really. Over 21, be ready to spend a lot of money. I've been here plenty of times. You pretty much can do anything here. I mean, you can literally drink on the street and they don't care. So just so you know, 42 million people come to visit this place every year, and 42 million million people lose a buttload of money every year. Most Californians, they're cliche, when they hit 21, this is where they go for their 21st birthday. That's what I did. That's what Drew did. That's what we all did. Because it's only like 3 hours away. Come visit America. This is a sight to see, especially at night for the first time. You're just like, wow, this is a whole place. This is crazy. Every neon is everywhere. All right, number 2 most visited is Central Park in New York. I'm pretty sure number 1 is going to be New York because that's like what everyone from anywhere else around the world wants to come visit because everything is so tightly packed and it's on every TV show, on every movie. I already know it's going to be number 1. 42 million people visit this place. It is cool. I actually been to Central Park. I obviously did not walk the whole thing because that thing is gigantic, but it was kind of winter, so it wasn't as green, but it still was beautiful. And of course, number 1, Times Square, New York, the Big Apple. Not surprising. So many movies and so many shows literally show the scene everywhere. 50 million people visit this every year. I wonder how it's changed during the pandemic and then after the pandemic. I don't know if this is like pre-pandemic or post-pandemic numbers, but New York is the place apparently that everyone wants to go see. And I won't lie, it is a pretty amazing place. You pretty much walk everywhere. You can take the trains everywhere. You don't even have to drive at all. That is easily one of the best things about New York and one of the things I hate about Los Angeles because we do not have a good train system like New York does. It is like all intertwined, super simple, super easy. Now, obviously, New York is one of the oldest cities in America, so East Coast is gonna have way cooler stuff than the West Coast. Unless you're from Southern California, we got some pretty cool stuff. I'm just saying. We got a bunch of national parks: Yosemite, Sequoia, Big Bear. We got the snow and we got the beach at the same time. Just saying. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I was trying to make this quick. I want to go through these faster just to see how it would be a little different. Let me know if there's anything that you were expecting on the list that didn't show up, because there was definitely a lot of things I was expecting. But then again, I might be biased because I'm from California and I know a lot of things here that you can do that are really cool. But there's a lot of things on the list that I do kind of agree with. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you use your channel, consider subscribing. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.